Hey everyone, it's Derek with OPTP. Today, as part of our spring training series, we're going to look at 4 different release techniques for the hands, wrists, and forearms. If you're someone who experiences a lot of general tension and tightness in those areas, then this is going to be a wonderful video for you to watch. In addition, if you suffer from things like lateral epicondylitis or some other form of tendonitis in these regions, then these release techniques will be especially beneficial to you as well. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be engaging in each release technique while sitting at a desk here to simulate being in a work environment, but you can also do these techniques while standing, and I'll explain to you how that's done throughout each technique. Now, I'm going to be using the ProPoint myofascial release tool, and this is a great little tool for all sorts of myofascial release techniques, but it becomes especially beneficial when we're releasing areas of the body that are kind of smaller in nature. So in this case, the hands, wrists, and forearms are a much smaller kind of segment of the body than if we were going to be getting into the thighs or some region like that. So the ProPoint is going to be really beneficial here. It obviously has a pointed end that allows us to be more precise with the release technique. We're going to start with the palms, and this is a general area where we experience a lot of tension and tightness. So you can kind of move the ProPoint around based on where you're experiencing that tension. A lot of us feel it at the base of the thumb, some of us more towards underneath one of the fingers. But I'm going to start just in the center of the palm here, and I'm just going to apply pressure manually. Now this feels terrific just by itself, and regardless, you're going to want to start with a hold here of about 20 to 30 seconds. Now, once you've held it and you start to feel a little bit of a decrease in tension, then we're going to start to fold the fingers and the thumb in and then bring it back out. Just a little contract, relax sequence here where we're really folding in and then really expanding. And now you're really going to feel that release technique, creating a little bit more space within the hand here. And this just feels wonderful. And again, you're not held to just doing one segment of the hand, obviously. You can move it around based on where you're feeling the tension and tightness. This is something you can also do while standing, right? But if you'd like to not have to apply pressure with your free hand while using the ProPoint, we can just use a little suction cup on the bottom, stick it to the surface of your desk, and then apply pressure that way as well. Okay, for the second release technique, we're gonna focus on the wrist flexor. So I'm gonna supinate, I'm gonna bring my palm up here, I'm gonna take my ProPoint, and I'm gonna find that area of tension or tightness and just start to apply some pressure. Now, with all of these release techniques, it's important that you're not directly on the joint, so just make sure you're staying away from being directly on the wrist or elbow here. But I'm gonna apply some pressure, 20 to 30 seconds again, and I can move it around if I like, if that pain travels at all, or if I have multiple areas within the segment of the body that are tight. After I've held that constant pressure, I'm gonna take the wrist and I'm gonna start to flex and extend. And this is just gonna kind of deepen the massage a little bit, increase the blood flow to this region of the body, and up the benefit of the release technique. So another 20 to 30 seconds here. Breathing, again, making sure we're starting with gentle pressure and then increasing as needed. And then if you need to, you can do the other side. Okay, next we're gonna flip the hand back around so the palm is down now, and we're gonna focus on the top portion of the arm. These would be the wrist extensors. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ProPoint and almost do the exact same thing just on the opposite side. So I'm gonna find that area of tension or tightness. I'm gonna apply some pressure here, and I'm gonna hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Again, I can travel if I've got multiple areas that are tight. And after I've held for 20 to 30 seconds, I'm going to just start to flex and extend the wrist again. So I'm gonna lift the hand slightly off the table here and begin to flex and extend. Again, starting with gentle pressure and then increasing as needed. 20 to 30 seconds here, really feeling all those muscles release. And then of course, if needed, doing the other side. Okay, for our final release technique, we're gonna focus on working above the elbow joint now. So it's important that we're not getting directly on the elbow joint again. Think of more the triceps area here. I'm gonna take the ProPoint and use the suction cup to actually get it positioned onto the surface of my desk and have it stay there. I'm gonna scoot forward in my seat to kind of get my stomach along the edge of the table here to give me some support as I hinge forward, keeping a nice neutral spine. I'm gonna position that ProPoint right in that area where I'm experiencing some tension or tightness. So here, if you are at a desk that is particularly low, you are gonna wanna try to find a table that is up a little bit higher so you don't have to hunch forward so much. It is important that we're still maintaining our posture and being mindful of that during these release techniques, because that's gonna really help us breathe, stay calm and relaxed, and really allow those muscles to release. So right here, starting 20 to 30 seconds again, a nice gentle release as I'm applying constant pressure, and then I would move into that flexion and extension again. I'm gonna let the elbow joint extend, and then I'm gonna flex. And then just repeat this for another 20 to 30 seconds. And then if needed, repositioning the pro point and moving through the flexion and extension again, and also potentially doing the other side of the body as well. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about the Pro Point Myofascial Release Tool, just go to optp.com. Also, stay tuned throughout the remainder of the spring. We've got a bunch of great videos coming at you featuring exercises, tips, and techniques for you, your patients, and your clients. Thanks again.